a special final last week on Grandstand. They're the holders, and it's at Central Park, Wigan, this afternoon that the other semi-final takes place, so the fans there will get a good view of the potential opposition. Widnes against Warrington this afternoon. We're all set for the first half live, so it's good afternoon to Alec Murphy and Ray French.
Thank you, Des, and compliments of the season to everybody from Alex and myself. I'm sure we have a very tough match, very tough John Player Special Trophy semi-final here at Central Park. Should be really first-class entertainment, I think. I think this could be a very, very tight game, Alec, couldn't it?
Yes, it should also bring the whole year to an end with plenty of fireworks and a lot of enjoyment, Ray.
Yeah, quite a good crowd assembling here for after Christmas. A lot of these spent good money on the Boxing Day fixtures, but still a lot of rivalry here in these two Cheshire sides. And the Warrington side taking the field first in the blue and the primrose wreath, not the usual colours, usually playing a white jersey and the primrose and amber, but we've seen them many a time in these shirts. Tony Hodgson there, the number 9, coming in for Kevin Tamati at hooker. Good, strong side, this Warrington outfit, and brought quite a lot of spectators here, Alec, haven't we?
Yes, they are rejuvenated in Warrington, Ray. They had a lean spell early on in the season, but it should be a very interesting game today, because although Widnes are lacking Tony Myler, the Great Britain number 6, it should be very interesting. Two brothers playing 7 and 6, the Hume brothers, so it'll be interesting to see how they go.
Yes, and as Alex said, Widnes 4-1 outsiders for the trophy. Big shock there at half-back. Tony Myler failed a fitness test this morning with a groin strain, and the two Hume brothers, David and Paul, taking their positions. And number 12, another shock selection there, Richard Ayres, the ex-Blackbrook amateur side player there, coming in for the Les Cleal, the Australian. I think more possibly to run off the long passes from Harry Pinner, but those pack will have something to do with the Warrington side, because Warrington really do have a very strong pack out there now, with Jackson, Roberts and Gregory. They're all potential try scorers, and a clever half-back partnership. The experienced Ken Kelly, 10 years at Warrington, and the youngster Paul Bishop. But I really do think this game will, well, there'll be some fireworks, especially in the opening 10 minutes from the two prop forwards. It's these two men, Les Boyd, number 8 on the right, and Kurt Sorensen on the left. Two fiery customers, but good rugby players. And I think that the outcome of this match could hinge on which one of these two gets the upper hand. They certainly need a strong referee to look after those two characters. But Widnes, they've got plenty of stars. Mick Burke here, the ex-Waterloo Rugby Union lad. 7 seasons in the game, breaking all the records at Widnes, record point scorer. Had trouble this season with knee cartilage trouble, but now thankfully fit, and a match winner, proven match winner on his day. And youngster Paul Bishop, his father Tommy, now resident in Cronulla in Sydney. He'll be very pleased to see his youngster here, 20-year-old Paul Bishop. We should be looking for 1 or 2 drop goals from this lad too. Kicked 5 drop goals on this pitch 12 months ago. Certainly need a strong hand from referee there, John MacDonald from Wigan. But he's very high in the ratings this season, is the referee. Les Boyd, the skipper, Warrington. Yes, and it looks, Alec, as if Widnes are going to have first chance at that very strong wind that's blowing from right to left.
Yes, and it should also be interesting, Ray, the tactics of this game. Widnes are a proven cup fighting team, and they're a very difficult side to beat in cup competitions. Everybody's saying that this could be Warrington's year. They're playing well, they're playing as a team, and they're really proving a very strong outfit.
Well, you seem to be hedging your bets there. Come on, who are you taking?
I am going 100% for Warrington.
Referee Mr. MacDonald then, just to get the game underway. Paul Bishop having problems with this wind to kick off. And significantly, I think, already putting the ball along the floor, not lofting it in the air against the wind. And I think this is one of the features we should see about this match, and that is the strength of the tackling. already an offside decision. I think a good decision there, whether anyone was actually offside or not, Alec. I think Mr. MacDonald is keeping these two packs apart, isn't he?
Yes, Ray, and he's probably one of the best referees in the Rugby League at the moment. He lets the rugby flow and he keeps the game going. He'll stand no nonsense, and he'll not need to do against these two sides, because one thing we'll get today is some ferocious tackling and some brilliant rugby.
Widnes. Mike O'Neill. One of the problems for commentators with this Widnes side are the number of brothers that they produce. We've got the O'Neill brothers in the pack, the Hume brothers at half-back. Sorensen. Oh, there's a chance for Mike Gregory. Very cold out there on the pitch. Les Boyd. This number 8 from Australia really does like to charge, like to power at the opposition. Bishop. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. He's in. He's in. Mark Roberts. Beautiful ball. Beautiful pass. How many times in league matches have we seen that lad hanging out there? 4 points to 0 for Warrington, and it was this little man, Paul Bishop, been in sparkling form this season, spotted the gap, sent him through.
And what a way to start the new year coming in. A beautiful ball here from Paul Bishop. Spots the blind side open. Now this fella Roberts, he can motor a bit. Just watch him as he legs it down here. There's no problem. Mick Bird looks as though he gets to him. But this is the second row forward. Just stretches out and puts the ball over.
Yes, we were just saying his father Tommy, who lives in Cronulla, keeps in close contact with this youngster, and he'll be delighted with that try. Good goal kicker, this lad. Very strong kicker. 60 goals already for Warrington this year. But he's got a very difficult win to contend with. And he doesn't. So still 4 points to 0 for Warrington then. And just the sort of try, Alec, to score early on in the semi-final, isn't it?
Yes, that settles your nerves down a little bit, because there's one or two of these lads who've not been in this position before. It's a semi-final of a John player, and there'll be one or two nerves, but that should have done them good, Ray. It's a cracking try, and what a way to start off the match.
But there's certainly plenty of talent in this Widnes side, and we've certainly seen Widnes as the cup winners on grandstand. How many times have we seen them lifting trophies aloft? Plenty of time for Widnes. Les Boyd driving in. Warrington, the most successful side in this tournament's history. 3 times winners. Widnes, the most final appearances and the biggest prize money winners here. They've been 6 times, 4 times runners-up, twice the winners, so both sides have got the pedigree to challenge Wigan in that final on January the 10th.
Talking to Dougie Lawton, Ray, before the game, and he's telling me that he's had the Widnes lads away. He's had them away for a couple of days during Christmas, so it just shows how important he thinks this game is.
Well, there's certainly a lot of prize money at stake, Alec. £12,000 for the finalist winners, isn't there?
Yes, and it's very nice to pick a check-up just at the start of the new year.
We do see the wind. It's at the kick-off. It seemed to favour Widnes, but it's swirling around on that far side. Oh, just look at that tackling there. Oh, blue, and look who's in there. Number 8, Les Boyd, on number 8, Kurt Sorensen.
They tell me, Ray, that the Warrington have gone through about 6 or 7 tackling bags, and I don't know whether the lead boys are each of them or not, but I know they're ripping quite a few of them.
Oh, that's a good ball from Pinner with Richard Ayres. He's got 60 yards to go. Lack of support and good cover from Roberts, but he's lost it. Now, is he giving a knock on? Yeah, not playing the advantage. But again, I think that's one of the features already we can see in this match. That's the number of ball players on this side. Pinner there for Widnes. Master distributor of the ball, putting Richard Ayres through. And I think that's one of the reasons why Richard Ayres is playing in the second row instead of Les Cleave. I think it's for his running ability. Yes, a little bit of argy-bargy there between Bishop and Pinner. That's a good kick.
I think the nice thing about Ray is that because Harry Pinner does play now for Widnes, he will be launching to move the ball out wide. And it was interesting then to see Richard Ayres, the Widnes second row forward, being tackled by Mark Roberts, the man who just scored a try for Warrington.
Oh, that's a neat chip. But it could be a penalty. And I said referee John McDonnell would have to be firm in this match. Already Les Boyd there in the thick of it. And Mike O'Neill for Widnes. And John McDonnell just settling the thing down. He's only a little man, this referee, but very, very brave. Jumped in the middle straight away. And the penalty initially, I think, for the obstruction on Paul Bishop. Yes. Following that little chip kick.
Well, I don't think this is very good thinking by young Paul Bishop here. There's no doubt about the obstruction. Mick O'Neill just stands there, never makes no attempt to get out of the road. I think the incident happens after that.
Well, surprisingly, not going for goal.
I think also why he's not going for goal is they're so confident, Warrington, that they fancy the chances every time they get the ball to score.
Sanderson had a good introduction to rugby league, this lad Sanderson from the Thatcher Heath Amateur Club. Boyd again, pounding in, just couldn't get it away. Warrington almost bludgeoned their way over. Well, a neat little tactic there from Les Boyd. I've seen him do that before. You can play the ball either behind you or forward. He attempted to kick it forward and nip around Mick Burke, but I think Burke's a bit too big to nip around these days.
This is good professional play. If you watch Les Boyd, he's just trying to get the Widnes defence out of the road so he can tap the ball forward, but Mick Burke is awake to that.
Sanderson again. Right, Gregory. Boyd again. Doesn't he just love pounding in? I think if there's anyone in these packs, Alec, had too much turkey and Christmas pudding, it'll be going by half-time.
Yes, I think this fella Boyd is a great player, and this is what they're good at, Warrington.
Oh, it's Hodgson, just not there. Magnificent tackle there, number 3, Darren Wright for Widnes. Gregory, good long ball. And certainly it's all action from Warrington. Bishop again, trying that little chip. But Sorensen's up to it.
That just shows how this tackling is there. That is Sorensen, the front row forward. And this fella tips the scales at about 17 stone. And he put him back over the line as though he was a paper doll.
Well, we promised the viewers some action, and we're certainly getting it. Mick Burke then to drop out. Johnson, first touch. That's a good tackle there from Hume. Ken Kelly. Very experienced veteran this. Not got the pace that he used to have, but very few craftier players in the game than Ken Kelly. Warrington number 6. Good rugby. Kevin Meadow. Well, he's like a wriggling eel there, is Kevin. 10 minutes gone still. Warrington 4, Widnes 0. That's a good ball again. Joe Rapati to Sanderson. Oh, this is beautiful rugby. Will Boyd dummy? I think he will. He's in. Referee John McDonald. Give him the try. I think Les Boyd there, well, he could have done anything. He had a 2-to-1 overlap. I think he trusted in his size, he trusted in his physique. And it's a try. Tremendous drop forward, this lad. Possibly this season, at his peak. One of the best in the world.
Well, big Les Boyd here, and this is a beautiful ball from young Sanderson. Finds Les Boyd with a 3-to-1 overlap. There's no problem here. Really could offload it outside. Sells an outrageous dummy, and Les will be very surprised. But that's how he leads by example.
So another tricky kick here then for Paul Bishop. The wind swirling around here at Central Park and blowing the ball over for him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one or two of the players actually lying down rugby union style with the finger on the point of the ball shortly. A very confident lad, this. No, still not fathomed out the currents and the eddies of the wind. So Warrington 8, Widnes 0.
It's amazing the way things are going, Ray, the way they're catching Widnes on the break, they're playing the ball quickly and they're using both sides of the field, right and left, and I think they're catching Widnes with that extra yard of pace.
Referee McDonald judging that the ball from Sanderson went backwards. Tony Hodson, the hooker, coming in for the suspended New Zealander Kevin Tamati. Oh, that's a good kick. And just look there at Warrington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men, and 3 there waiting for him. I think we've been fed raw meat over Christmas, this Warrington side.
They're a very, very young, good professional side, Ray. They're improving week in and week out. But they're playing for, as a team, you know, they're helping each other, and it's not individual players what are doing it for them.
And I think there's the difference now from what we see here. Johnson all the time in the world to pick the ball up and still got space to run. How different to when Warrington's kicked the ball. Mike Gregory. Better from Widnes. Warrington using a couple of forwards to drive it down, then the kick. And it's this little man Bishop who's putting the kicks in to Basnett. Nice to see John Basnett back in action again. He had a lot of problems up at the Barrow game with concussion.
I think watching the Warrington players, the way they're tackling, they're going in, smothering the ball. There's no chance of Widnes players releasing the ball in the tackle. And this is what they work hard at. Les Boyd is a very good discipline. He leads on the field and he keeps these young lads going.
Oh, good play from Pinner. Well, referee John McDonald offside, but judging that Sanderson there was offside. 15 minutes gone in this first half, just 8 points to 0 for Warrington. Those 2 tries in the 2nd minute from Roberts, the 11th minute from Boyd.
I think now would be a very handy time for Widnes to put some points on the board, because with Paul Bishop not kicking those goals, Ray, they're still in striking distance, and a try and a goal would put them bang back in this game.
No way through for David Hume. Pinner again. Will it go? Yes, it does. Good kick from Harry Pinner there. One of the advantages of being a left-footed kicker. Our first sight, really, of Harry Pinner in the Widnes colours. Paul Bishop to put the ball in. Well, referee John McDonnell not happy with that now then. First real chance of the match to Widnes. Mick Byrne looking for a little bit more territory. O'Neill. Well, certainly this lad, Paul Hume, taking a lot of hammer. He has been playing in the 2nd row this season. But Sorensen, as Alex said, the try and a goal would really open this game up. No, it's Warrington. And I think one of the advantages there of being a little lad in Paul Bishop, closer to the ball, scrambling on the floor.
That really is a bad position to lose the ball, Ray, against a team like Widnes, who really need to put up some points on the board. That was a good attacking position and really blew the ball away.
Ken Kelly. Warrington, I think, fancy their chances out on the outsides. They're sucking these Widnes forwards in with a couple of drives, but then it's significant how the first receiver is missing the man out. No, it's come down. Paul Cullen thought he had a chance there, but referee McDonnell says no.
I think that was a good decision, Ray, because what he actually did was accidental offside. There was no advantage to Widnes, and although Warrington picked the ball up and it came off the Widnes plate, it was just an accident.
And David Hume, classic example there of taking his eyes off the ball as he was receiving his pass. He was trying to beat Ken Kelly on the outside before he actually had the ball. Talented youngster, though. Hume to Burke. He's a bit like a prop forward to put down these days, Mick Burke, isn't he?
Yes, I was having a talk to him. He was actually telling me that at one stage of this season he was 17 stone 4. He's got down to about 16 stone 10. So really, when you consider he used to play at 14, he's put some weight on.
David Hume. Nobody really in this Widnes side escaping the clutches of these Warrington forwards. Only Pinner really looking for the gaps.
I think also, Ray, when Harry Pinner is receiving this ball, he is aware that there is people like Les Boyd about, and maybe he's snatching at the ball a little bit instead of just taking his time and catching it.
Kevin Bennett. Every time this man Les Boyd comes through, he takes 2 or 3 Widnes players with him. Kelly, good play from Kelly there to Bob Jackson. Good football. Kelly again, that first receiver. Oh, that's a good tackle. Good tackle from Paul Hume there. And a good kick. This young lad, Paul Bishop, playing the kicking game well. We've already seen him put a couple of long ones in, containing Mick Burke near the line, and then these short grubber kicks, pushing the Widnes pack back. Nothing a forward likes better than to be kept going forward by your half-backs. The worst thing in the world is to get up from the scrum and come backwards.
I think also, looking at him there, Ray, he's learned a little bit off his father, Tommy, because he didn't fire the Elbrin then. He might well shake his head, but looking at young Hume, he caught him with a beauty.
Yes, I can remember 12 months ago, his father, Tommy, was a little bit worried. He said to me, do you think he's hard enough, Ray? That was his problem.
Well, his pedigree, he's bred to stay, and he's bred to be hard, I can assure you.
Mike O'Neill. And a touch of sunlight coming through here now at Wigan. Pinner not quite got the ball runners coming off his distribution. Mackenzie. That's a bad loss again. Widnes far too guilty of losing possession.
They're just playing the basic rugby, Warrington, Ray, which is nice to see, and they're just running with the ball, tackling and supporting the man with the ball, and this is what they do very effectively.
Well, Boyd's lost it this time. Must be a scrum down. Well, Steve O'Neill protesting to the touch judge, the number 10 for Widnes, but I don't think he'd seen referee John McDonald behind. He'd already given a knock-on. Nothing else he could do. Hume to put the ball in. And there's a lovely battle going on there between Bishop and Hume.
I was having a word with Dougie Lawton in the midweek, Ray, and he said he had a feeling that Widnes somehow would win this game, and Dougie is one of those people. He believes in the Stars, and I think he's going to need a bit more than Stars to win this game.
Well, he's certainly got one or two stars here in Pinner and Burke. Time and time again, we've seen them pull the class out. Johnson. Well, not a knock-on. The referee, Mr. McDonald, judging that Paul Hume knocked the ball out of his own. Just look at this man go. Now we can argue about defence policies in this country with a man like this, number 8. Ken Kelly, experienced lad this. The only player who last figured in Warrington's win over Barrow in the John Player final in 80-81 season.
You can understand in Warrington, Ray, when Boyd doesn't play, how anxious they get, because he's a tremendous player, and on and off the field he leads the lads.
Barry Dowd easily caught there by Mark Foster. Very quick lad, Foster, Warrington number 5. Johnson. Jackson, good ball to Ken Kelly. That's good support play. Copybrook half-back play there. Ken Kelly reading the game. Mark Roberts. Well, there could be problems here. Referee John McDonald having to get in on the spot. And Ken Kelly doesn't like that.
looking at that position where it was very fortunate there was 1 or 2 penalties pushed out there, because certainly one of the Widnes players didn't half crack him as he walked past.
Yes, and I think that's what's called there in the trade a diplomatic offside decision there from referee John MacDonald. He's separating these two teams. It was getting a little bit rough. Tempers were getting a little bit too much. Poor kick there from Mick.
The Christmas atmospheres are getting in this game now. The spectators are starting to get behind the teams. It's been a little bit quiet for about 5 minutes, but in the next 5 minutes, I think we'll see a few fireworks.
Just 14 minutes to the half-time, 8 points to 0 for Warrington, and they've had all the attack. Kelly. Oh, that was a good ball from Mackenzie. When one immovable object runs into another immovable object.
I think when they brought that saying out, goodwill to all.
Oh, good run here from Steve O'Neill. He's got Darren White. Has he delayed too long to pin up? I think it should have gone outside, and I think it should have gone outside earlier. Darren Wright, the centre, who can run, who can move. Chance gone begging there for Widnes. And sensible rugby there from Tony Hodgson, taking the ball away from the acting half-back position, allowing his team to get back.
And I think on 3 occasions, they've split Warrington down the middle, and really should have produced something better, because Harry Pinner, all he had to do was catch the ball, and even though I think it went the wrong way, with many support, he'd have walked into the sticks.
Bishop. Joe Rapati, another big strong lad. This New Zealand test centre and wingman. Rapati, number 4 for Warrington. Richard Hurst, that's a good run now. He can run this lad. But why did the centre, John Gilbert, number 4, come inside Dennis? There seems to be a fashion for this in rugby league at the moment, for centres to leave the wingman. That's a good ball. That's a better ball to Hume. Now this is something like the Widnes side. Pinner. Tonson to Burke. And another bad miss. As you were saying, Alec, every time Widnes threatened, they lose the ball.
Yes, and because it looks as though now they're beginning to believe in themselves, again a little bit more confidence, and they're finding a few gaps. But I do believe that Warrington will want to score another try, because I don't think that 8 points is enough to win this game.
Certainly not with a side with the scoring potential like Widnes. Good hard work of this hooker, this number 9. Good around the rucks. To Basnett. Oh, that was a good ball to Basnett. Gilbert to the corner, he's only got Johnson to beat. Can he run foot him? Oh, that's good backing up, and that's what we were saying. Excellent try there by Paul Hume. We were saying that there was so much talent in this Widnes side, it can come through, and suddenly out of the blue from a very risky kick by Paul Bishop. But I think what made that was the pass out of the tackle by John Basnett. But Gilbert did very, very well to get the ball back to this youngster, and he'd be delighted with that.
When John Gilbert's come well at last, and he's come really well. A good ball from Basnett here out to John Gilbert. Now this fella can really fly, and as he's going down here, he sees where Brian Johnson is, but he realises he's got support, and young Paul Hume, his first game, his first try, and it's very important, he just popped it over the line. So, difficult kick for Mick Burke.
not been kicking goals this season because of that knee cartilage trouble. Only kicked 21 goals, but of course we know his pedigree. Very powerful kicker. Oh, that's a good effort. No, just to the left of the post. But that's the try that Widnes wanted before the half-time. 8 points to 4 now for Warrington. And as you were saying, Alec, earlier on, it's surprising what happens when you don't put your goals over.
Yes, it is, because with the 4 points for the try and 2 points for a goal now, 6 points means a big difference. This is what we say here. Basnett does well here now. A lot of wingmen would have died with this ball, but John Basnett's learning how to be a professional. And Joel Gilbert is on the end of it. He's got pace. He looks as though he's just marching along very gently. Has a little go at dummy in the full-back. A lovely ball inside to young Paul Hume, and he'd be very happy with that.
Basnett again. Was brought into the Great Britain side by the coach Maurice Bamford in that third test when we did so well here at Central Park. Fully deserved it.
It'll be amazing what a try does for a side. He normally books them up, it gives them 10 yards. It starts giving them that bit of confidence they've not. And we can see it with Warrington now. They'll get under the cosh for a little while Widnes play with the ball.
Well, it's the last time Widnes won this trophy, actually. They beat their rivals here, Warrington, 16 points to 4 in 78-79 season.
Widnes seem to be getting on top a little bit now, Ray. They seem to be tackling a little bit better. They're a lot more organised than what they was. And maybe that Warrington's threw everything at Widnes too soon.
Well, that's a slack pass. First tackle there for the substitute Duncan Platt. Just slipped on the field for the injured John Gilbert. I think Warrington holding the ball better though, Alec, and controlling the match with this kicking.
Yes, they are, and if there is a problem what Widnes have got, it's how to break this Warrington defence down, because they are tackling when they put the ball deep in 2s and 3s, and this is one of the ploys. They're going to play Widnes in their own 25. Steve O'Neill, number 10 there, one of the two O'Neill brothers, Steve and Mike, in the pack. Oh, that's a better kick from there. That's forcing Johnson back. Ooh, just got it. And that's better defensive work from Widnes too. Mackenzie there, well up onto Johnson. Little sharper now, Widnes, little bit more fire, a little bit more heart. They don't look as though they're as fluent with the ball now, Warrington, but this fella that always puts things right when he has it, because he only knows one way to go, doesn't care who's in the road, get out to me road. That's the way he plays it. He's a big lad.
And I think Les Boyd, number 8 there, anyone who's played the game will realise what confidence it gives to a side. When you see a prop forward who's always keen to take the ball up, always keen to take it at first receiver, fills you full of confidence. He looks as if he's been a battle, doesn't he? Knockout.
That's one of the set moves they do at Warrington, using young Paul Roberts, number 12. He's one of the players with a lot of pace, and once he goes through the gap, he's as quick as any three-quarter.
Hughes. Just 5 minutes to go in this half. Warrington 8 points to 4 and a little bit quieter now since that early flourish. I think the real reason is the preponderance of the scrums here to Widnes. 5 scrums to 2 for Widnes.
This little Bishop here, this number 7, I don't know about him being not big enough. I think he can't get enough of this game. He's in everything.
Tackle again by John Bassnett. Widnes moving up quicker now. And another good tackle by Bassnett. Suddenly Warrington lost a little of the composure, lost a little of the movement of the ball. I think now Warrington, Alec, overdoing this driving down the middle.
Yes, and I think also Boyd could do with a little bit of support, because he's just going on his own, and every time he's turning, there's nobody really in support. And Widnes have learned to stop him. When they are stopping him, he's got nobody on his shoulder.
Well, penalty there. An off-the-ball incident. And stupidly, the Les Boy goes rushing in. What a silly incident. There was an off-the-ball incident. The 2 referees had spotted it. I said Les Boy was a fiery character. No need for that. And suddenly, the game develops into a brawl. Kurt Sorensen looks upset there. The original incident had been spotted, and I think with Les Boy running and pushing Kurt Sorensen in the back, once you take matters into your own hands, this is what ensues.
Well, I think this is what it all was in. It's off the ball here with Sorensen, and oh, it doesn't half slap him, but I think this is what we don't need in rugby, and this is what starts brawls, and what follows after this, well, they've done very well to have 13 men left on the field.
Yes, and I think referee John McDonnell there, Les Boy was rightfully aggrieved, but he's saying, look, I'm in charge. I'll dish out the penalties, not you, Mr. Boyd.
I think we've also got to realise, Ray, that the man in the middle, he will referee this game, and he's a good referee, and I think John McDonnell handled that situation very well.
Hi, Gregory. Just couldn't get the ball away. Johnson there, coming up on his inside. This is better for Warrington now, moving the ball out wider. They've had this low for about 10 or 15 minutes when they've been driving at the middle. Widnes have been soaking up the pressure. This is better stuff from them. And I think it was a good job that Paul Bishop was so small then. Les Boyd driving in, doesn't he relish it?
They've been taking in the betting shops. They've been taking bets that Sorensen or Boyd will have the earliest path, but you can understand why when you see them tackling each other.
They're the best of friends, really, Ali. Minutes to go in this half. Warrington know how vital a try could be. And a drop goal. Excellent one there from Paul Bishop. He's popped over 8 drop goals already this season. That's his 9th. He's a master at those. Kicked 5 in one match last year. Very crucial in the end.
And this is what young Paul Bishop, he's got a very, very quick brain here, and although he's under pressure, he realises and he knows what he's going to do. Harassed and hassled, but he pops it right to the middle. It's no problem, is he?
Just edges Warrington out there at 9 points to 4.
And really, Ray, I think that was a point that Warrington needed, because they've gone about 30 minutes without scoring a point, and Widnes have been coming back in the game, and it should have woke them up a little bit.
Moving into injury time now. Warrington, I think, just deserving that half-time lead, but certainly a long, long way to go. Mark Roberts, Widnes picking him up better now than that early try. Ken Kelly. Oh, that's a good break by Kelly, looking for support, it wasn't there. And I think Paul Bishop now, as with an injury time in this first half, quite content to push Widnes back here. And there is the hooter. A hard first half, a strong first half, dictated, I think, by this little man, Paul Bishop. But certainly, I think we can look forward to a second half with relish, especially with those two forwards, Boyd and Sorensen on. I'm looking forward. It should warm us up, I think, the next 40 minutes.
They'll go off to try and find here as well.
Yes, Des, you said you wanted a little bit of Christmas spirit, and I think one or two of those lads there possibly had a little bit too much spirit, but certainly, Alec, a lot of spirit in this match, isn't there? You're still sticking to Warrington?
Yes, I am, but I don't think there's any Christmas spirit on the field, Ray. It's developing into a very, very hard game, and I do believe that this fella now, Les Boyd, the Warrington number 8, has got a lot of responsibility to win this game, because Widnes are coming back and the wind is getting stronger and stronger, and I don't think 5 points is really enough to win this game. Warrington will want to score again.
Yes, had a very powerful first half, this lad. A lot of responsibility as the captain. Kurt Sorensen there, another powerful lad. These were the two men that we highlighted, and they're certainly getting through some work. Referee John MacDonald done a very good job in this first half, keeping tempers just on an even keel. And so we're away. Mick Burke making good advantage of that wind. Johnson allowing the ball to come off his chest. I like the looks of this young lad, Sanderson, signed from the Fatterheath amateur club, done very well over the last 6 to 9 months since he came into the game.
He's also one of our local lads, Ray. You know, I was born in Fatterheath, and he's one of them. He produced a lot of good players in Fatterheath.
Back to Bishop. Duncan Platts, more used to playing in the full-back position than the wing, but good substitute. Pinner. Not really had much opportunity there for Harry Pinner to get the ball out. Back to Hugh. Oh, that was a silly pass.
I think the mistake that Widnes are doing, Ray, is that they're losing the ball in vital positions, and really you can't afford to give Warrington 6 tackle after 6 tackle. The way they're playing, they're just supporting the man and doing the basics right.
And these are the basics. Two forwards driving in, relentless pressure on this Widnes defence. Roberts. Oh, well backed up by Ken Kelly. Really showing his experience, this man Kelly, in his testimonial season, this number 6. Gregory, oh, beautiful run to Johnson now, this boy can run, he's got pace, superb try, perfect timing. This lad Johnson, I've seen him time and time again come in from the full-back position, take the ball, and he must be one of the fastest, quickest full-backs in the game. 13 points to 4 for Warrington. Tremendous movement.
Well, what a cracking try to start off with. Brian Johnson absolutely hurtless through here. He makes Mick Burke and young he absolutely makes him look pedestrian. He's flying here. In the end, Mick gives up, and you can't blame him.
And what a time to score again. 2 minutes just after the half-time, having opened up the game with a try by Roberts after 2 minutes. So Warrington certainly know how to provide the Christmas shocks. Bishop again, looking for his first conversion. No. But nevertheless, this youngster, Paul Bishop, having a big effect on the game. So Widnes then, a lot to do there to catch up.
Well, what a way to start the second half, and what a way for Warrington, because this is what they produced in the first half. Brian Johnson, he absolutely hurtles in. Young Gregory holds the ball. A magnificent ball from Gregory, but just watch this fella go. He flips out, he stretches out. Just look at Mick Burke here. He's really, really struggling. Not bothering Brian Johnson.
Warrington very confident then, and just look at this man, Les Boyd, driving in yet. We heard at half-time that he'd broken his nose, but as captain, he's elected to stay on the field.
I think if he's broke his nose, Ray, I think there'll be 1 or 2 broken noses on the other side, because I don't think he takes things like that very lightly, Les.
To Platt. Pinner. A little bit too near to play the ball, I think, Harry Pinner. I don't think really this lad's ball-playing skills can be seen at first receiver. He should be out wide at 2 or 3, bringing the centres or the wide second row on the ball.
I think Warrington look though, Ray, as though they've worked hard on the line in, and they're really keeping Widnes pinned down to the middle. They're not giving him much chance to move the ball out wide to the flanks.
Pinner. Just got him.
It's like there's a few words of confrontation in there, with that tackle, because Mark Foster, he went down, Harry Pinner looked up and said, where's John McDonald?
Sanderson. No, in on the full. Very difficult wind conditions for these kickers of the ball here today. It's 1 minute it's swirling about, then it's coming down from right to left on our screens and suddenly changing. We've not really seen anybody master the wind. You put the ball in. Yes, offside. Mike Gregory, the Warrington number 13, getting up from the scrum, going round the blind side. Good offside decision.
And this is where Widnes have really got to put something on the board, because they're really not doing a lot of things right at the moment. They're losing the ball in the first and second tackle, and really then Mick Burke cannot be very happy with that kick.
And I think with this wind, Ali, both sides will be probably better just taking a quick tap in midfield.
Well, that's right, yes.
Burke again. Using his powerful frame, but an even more powerful man there in Boyd, tipping him down. And Mick Burke having a good laugh. Pinner just couldn't get away.
I think this is the key to Widnes, if they're going to have any success, is Harry Pinner. He's the only man on the side. Looks as though he can prize any openings in the Warrington defence.
Sorensen. I would have thought too we possibly could have done with Les Cleal on the field, the big chap on the bench. He might prize up 1 or 2 gaps down the middle. Oh, here's a good movement. Mackenzie, but that's a tremendous tackle from Johnson. Has he got the ball down? Well, Sorensen thought it was a try. Mackenzie thought it was. But referee MacDonald, he thinks it wasn't. And once again, temper's getting the better. But I think he was on his back. It was a magnificent tackle by Brian Johnson. And it's tries like that that either put you in a final or keep you out of a final. But good to see Widnes coming back. And just look at those two front rows going at each other. I think referee Matt Donoghue as well getting in the middle there to sort them out. Gregory doing well there, taking it to the blind side, quietening the game down. Sensible professional play. There's another good piece of play from Kevin Meadows. Warrington just holding the ball. Kelly.
It looks also as though Kirk Sorensen on the floor there, number 8, somebody looks as though they've ruffled his dander, and he's tackled the last 3 on the run.
That looked a dangerous pass from Les Boyd. He mercifully didn't let it go. 6 tackle for Warrington, oh, and that's a bad one. Now then, this man can run. A scrum down.
Well, they say that good tackles win matches, and this Brian Johnson here, Phil McKenzie, looks as though he's pierced the Warrington defence, flips inside, looks all over the try, but watch Brian Johnson. Where does this fella come from? He turns him over correctly on his back, and he is held before he goes over the line.
Widnes ball. Well, those two scrum halves, they're like two little turkey cocks at one another. No need for anyone else to join in. Well, if I was a scrum half, I wouldn't tangle with the prop forward.
I think he's saying to him, listen, I don't think you want to tangle with me, and I wouldn't either. I think I'd be hiding in this stand if I was him. Now look at this fella on the floor here. He was the one involved in the first minute. It looks as though this is a good... And there's the other one. The two smallest people on the field, they should have definitely 10 minutes in the sin bin.
Well, Alec, I can remember from your days when you were one of the smallest men on the field in the same position, you had some trouble as well.
Now this is Christmas spirit. Watch the two number 7s here. There's nothing hard or dirty about it, but just watch them. They're playing to win. Look at them. In, boop, up, anybody. And then, well, up. Just a little bit of Christmas, good-humoured spirit.
Well, both of them are going off. Paul Bishop is going off, and I think we'll soon see joining him Paul Hume. Now, we haven't seen a signal from the referee, Mr. McDonald, as to whether it's a sin bin or as to whether they are off for good.
I think what he's actually saying is the use of the elbow, and I think they both got 10 minutes. But Mr. McDonald really had to do something. He's got the right decision. I don't think it was anything which is really bad, but it could have caused a lot of trouble from elsewhere.
Yes, it might settle down 1 or 2. And look at the man again, this fellow Boyd. He's the man to take it. Jackson, crowd really getting behind this Warrington side now. Oh, that's a good ball to Gregory. Sanderson. And certainly I think any of the Wigan players who are all ready to contest the final on January the 10th, they'll certainly know they're going to be in for a game with the winners of this match. Good determined run from Kevin Meadows there. Well, was it an elbow in touch? Yes.
I think when we was talking before about Christmas spirit with Desmond Lynham, I don't think he meant in that way, because one or two of the lads are getting a little bit too keen, and I think John McDonald will settle them down and say, come on, let's get on with playing a bit of rugby.
Pinner. And I think Harry Pinner here, the number 13, having to do too much work around the play of the balls. He definitely should be out wider and let the props take one or two of these balls. Nick Burke. Oh, a good movement from right. Oof. Anybody's ball. Well retrieved by Burke. For such a big man, he has such very good hands on him.
I think Widnes have got to start moving the ball out wide. There's no way they're going to take Warrington down the middle. I mean, the tackling as strong now as what they did when they started the game. And this is one of the biggest problems. They've lost ball after ball after ball, and they cannot do that against a team like Warrington.
And Kelly. Hodgson. I think trying to do a Phil McKenzie there, looking for the line. Warrington still in that lead, 13 points to 4. Boyd, oh, that's a beautiful pass, and he's in. Yes, Mark Forster did well to keep in there. Referee MacDonald having a word with Steve O'Neill. He stuck a foot out. Silly, tempestuous play, but it's a try, and it was that man, Les Boyd again. He drove in hard, he brought the pack around him, and he gave Foster the easiest of tries. No problem.
This fella's a great player. This is absolutely professional play at its best. Watch Boyd, number 8 here, no chance, he draws 2 men in. Look at that for the ball, what a peach of a ball. Good try.
Yes, very quick lad, this Forster. We had him as the man who won the sprints before the test matches this season. Very difficult kick here for Bob Jackson. Paul Bishop, of course, the normal kicker, off the field. Well, that's a good effort from Jackson. He hasn't kicked a goal all season, but that was a first-class effort. Still got the energy to attempt the goals, Bob Jackson. 17 points to 4 now for Warrington. And I think well in control up front in the pack. And as I said earlier, I expected this man to come on, number 15, Les Cleal. And surprisingly, it's number 13, Harry Pinner, coming off. Well, he's had a nightmare of a game, Harry Pinner. Sadly, things haven't gone well for him. Too many slips with the handling.
Bringing the man on he's brought on, Ray, number 15, Les Cleal, the brother of Noel Cleal. He's really a big man, and I'm very surprised that he's not brought him on earlier. He might have had an injury. He just looks like, remember what we were talking about with Les Cleal and Noel, like Grizzly Adams. Just look at this fella, he looks like a pup of him.
Yes, a very big man. Warrington well in control with this pack. Ken Kelly, and what a fine game this number 6 is having. The Great Britain international Andy Gregory in dispute with the club at the moment, but coach Tony Barrow having tremendous faith in this lad, Ken Kelly.
He was a good signing, Ray, £6,000 from Bradford Northern. He's been a tremendous servant. Any man who can have 10 years from another club is doing really well.
Straight to ball. Good switch play there. Oh, Platt. Well, he's got some space. Has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. And no support either. But Widnes not giving up yet. Richard Ayres. And I think we'll see this number 12, Richard Ayres, go to the loose forward position. David Hume. Burke again, beautifully picked up.
I think there's a difference, Ray. Warrington look as though they're eager. Every time there's a ball on the floor, there's a blue jersey wants to go down to it, where Widnes are just going in ones, and every time they lose the ball.
Oh yes, head tackle. I think it was an instant reflex movement there by Steve O'Neill. It certainly caught young Mike Gregory, the loose forward. I think he'll be all right.
Well, I think there's a little bit more temper in the game now than what there was. I think Steve O'Neill was a little bit high, and I think he was a little bit hard, but nothing else.
Yes, and Mike Gregory's okay. And Ken Kelly again, ever the professional, taking the ball up front. Sanderson.
It's nice to see, Ray, this Warrington side. They're really sharing the workload. Every time there's a man in support, and somebody wants to run with the ball.
Roberts. Oh, that's good backing up from Rapati. Very powerful lad. 14 stone, this lad, Joe Rapati, the centre. Johnson, that's a good ball to Roberts. Just couldn't get it away. Warrington won this tournament 3 times in their history. They've beaten Rochdale, beaten Widnes, and beaten Barrow in the finals before. It's certainly going to take a Herculean task for Widnes to get there and dispose of them. Widnes, 20 minutes left, 13-point deficit. Can they do it?
Come to think that's the way that Widnes are the only way they're getting out of the half, because Warrington are tackling like tigers, and they're running with the ball, they're supporting the man with the ball, and Widnes really are at 1s and 2s.
Hodgson. Very effective use of these forwards, with Ken Kelly here at first receiver. Just watch this lad now, pushing that ball out wide. That's a good ball. Penalty.
I think that was very interesting, Ray. He's actually penalised Mark Roberts here, who had the ball, for pulling the other fella on him, and that is a very rare decision indeed. Well, who's got the ball? Well, he doesn't get them anywhere. Phil Mackenzie there having to run himself, because literally all the forwards were lying up flat. There was no one really coming on the ball, and nobody running at any great pace. And how many times have we had to see the Mick Burke kicking them out of trouble? And I think Mick Burke's there telling them, get up there. This lad's playing hard, Ray, this number 9 of Warrington. He looks like the old-fashioned hooker. He looks a lot older than what he is, actually. He's only a young lad, and he's having a tremendous game.
Oh, good ball from Jackson. Kelly keeping it going to Cullen. And this has been one of the virtues of this Warrington side. When they've moved it out past the second or third receiver, there have been people coming, running out wide there, onto the ball. Les Boyd. Oh, good run to Sanderson.
This is tremendous rugby from Warrington, Ray. They're really doing it well. They're in full flow. They're supporting the man with the ball. And this fella, Ken Kelly, is really dictating the game now.
Well, Platt's going back a little bit too casual. Hume. Good gutsy run there from David Hume, the scrum half, but really 5 yards from his own line. He shouldn't have to do it. These should be the men to do it, the big Widnes forwards.
How many times have we seen that, Ray? It must have happened at least on 20 occasions that Widnes have lost the ball, and on that occasion, Warrington's given them back.
Leslie. McKenzie likes to run from the acting half-back position, but again, no support there. Not a Widnes forward within 15 yards of him. Standing still, watching the lad go. And an obstruction. Penalty there against Mark Roberts. Obviously stopping Darren Wright from nipping through after that kick.
Good play by young Roberts here. Not in the law book, but he realises that gives his teammate a chance to get back, and they've got a penalty, but that's all. I can hear Tony Barry shouting down there, bring him off, bring him off.
Yes.
I think he's waiting, Ray, to get Steve Peters on number 14, and he's bringing off the hooker on, and he's had a tremendous game, this lad. He's really played hard, Tony Hodgson. He's given everything he's got, and maybe a fresh man at this time of the game would probably do just as well as what this fella's done. He's had a great game.
Yes, I think he was caught on the head there, was Hodgson, but Stevie Peters, usually a standoff or centre, and Les Cleal off already. I think it was an accident between Cleal and Hodgson that's seen the end of them. Hodgson caught his head, I think, on Les Cleal's knee.
Yes, and if Big Les did have an injury before the game, he's got one now, because it caught him right across the knees, and for a big man, that's a very bad position.
Sorensen. So Widnes, 14 minutes left to pull back that 13-point deficit, 17-4 to Warrington. And Harry Pinner back on the field there now for Les Cleal. Well, how many times, Alec, have you seen Widnes lose the ball?
Well, really, it's just playing into Warrington's hand, Ray. Maybe the way Warrington are tackling, they're not allowing Widnes to settle on the ball, and it's good play on Warrington's part, but it's certainly bad play on Widnes' behalf.
Boyd driving in. It reminds me of a Warrington prop forward I used to watch as a youngster. I think you played with Harry Bath. He'll no doubt be watching this out in Brisbane on the Gold Coast now.
Yes, he probably will, but this fellow, this Les Boyd, Ray, he is a tremendous player. He's the player coach at Warrington, and he dictates things on the field and helps the youngsters along, like this fellow who's got the ball now.
Kelly. Yes, a dangerous kick. Difficult situation there for Paul Cullen, the Warrington centre. He had to go for the ball, but a dangerous kick. No grumbles from Cullen.
tackling still as fierce as what it was in the early parts of the game, Ray. And Warrington look a very, very disciplined side. The tackling's right across the line. There's no gaps anywhere. And there it is again. There's a lost ball again.
That's a good ball to Burke, but a very risky ball from Mick Burke. The wind carried it, took it into touch, and the scrum down. Warrington had a very difficult run to the semi-final. They had 3 hard matches. I saw their first round win over Hunslet, 11 points to 10, and my word, they clung in there, they hung in there to get there. The second round they beat Halifax, and in the third round a superb win against St Helens. Oh, good play from Kelly.
Though Warrington smelling a little bit of blood, Ray. They look as though they want another try to really seal this game. They're playing some tremendous football at the moment, and
it's significant that when Warrington dropped the ball, they still have the energy to get down there. They're still sharp enough to get the ball back. John Gilbert. But there's no way through for Widnes through this Warrington defence. Sorensen.
they just look as though they're from a different planet, the Warrington. The way they are tackling, they're just moving up and cutting everything out long before it even gets there. They don't even know where to go at times, Widnes.
Well, Ken Kelly there, feeling a little aggrieved. Steve O'Neill dropped the ball, and I think, as Alec, you were saying, it's the pressure of this Warrington tackling, the relentless drive into the man, isn't it, that's disrupting them.
Yes, you've got to give them marks out of 10, Ray. They're superbly fit, and they're just playing basic rugby. They're making sure they don't lose too much ball, and the tackling is all important.
10 minutes to go. Warrington looking for more tries. Joe Reparty. Oh, he's a powerful runner, this lad. Paul Cullen, and he's in. Well, superb try, celebrating it with a dive. I don't think they'll get any marks off coach Tony Barrow for that dive. But he certainly got the applause off that Warrington section of the crowd. Excellent try, 21 points to 4 now for Warrington, and well in control. Once again, it's a combination of strong forward drives and the speed of the backs finishing.
Well, this is a great try again from Warrington. A beautiful ball out from Steve Peters. A lovely ball from Ken Kelly, a switch here. And this is the pass that makes it. Joe Reparty booms onto it, knocks one man off, has the sense to go. Now watch Cullen as he gets this. I think he enjoys scoring this, Cullen. I think a little bit spectacular. Could have broke his collarbone, but I think he likes it. And again, a ball from Steve Peters. This is what Warrington do. Ken Kelly does well here. The switch is out to Cullen. Brian Johnson missed out here, onto Reparty. Bangs one off, gets round the man, still has enough sense to carry on running, and gives young Cullen an absolute walking day. The arm goes up. I don't like seeing this, but here it goes, and he puts the ball down just in time. Ooh.
And Bob Jackson again to take the kick. Takes his time, much calmer shot, but the same result. I don't think he's too bothered with a green like that. I can't remember Bob Jackson ever kicking for Warrington before. He certainly hasn't kicked a goal this season. And at 21 points to 4, he's happy enough.
I think the applause raised for Les Boyd, who's just coming off the field, and what a great applause he's getting from this Warrington crowd. He's just absolutely annihilated Widnes. He's led from the front, he's led as a captain, and what a tremendous game he's had.
And Tony Humphries there with the ball coming on, I think just to give this youngster a little experience. Good ball from Sanderson, and Johnson again. He's got blistering pace, this lad. He's scored, no problem. Straight round Burke. Magnificent try. Absolute class from this Australian fullback. But once again, it was the combination of the forward drive. Sanderson put the show ball out, and there was Johnson on the outside. Tremendous play. And certainly Warrington have laid the stall out here at Central Park, Wigan. They've thrown the gauntlet down to Wigan, and what a John Player final we have in prospect, I think.
Well, we've seen some cracking tries this year, but this one will certainly match them all. A brilliant break here by young Gary Sanderson. This fella does well. He look who's here. Flash Gordon, what a way to go. This fella's no intention of stopping. He knows where the line is. Poor old Mick Burke again. What am I chasing here? He still doesn't want to believe it. He's going to go down. We're going to kick a goal, and we're going to score a try.
And I think what those tries from Warrington have shown the difference, and that is the speed of the Warrington side when the ball goes out wide there. They've had the men like Cullen, like Johnson, to go round the Widnes cover. Jackson again, another chance, and he gets it. Well, Bob Jackson's first goal of the season for Warrington, and he doesn't look too pleased about it this time. But 27 points to 4 for Warrington. 6 minutes left, and surely a convincing victory here for the Wires.
Well, this is a great try from Warrington. There's no doubt about it here. Slips the ball at young Gary Sanderson. But watch Brian Johnson as he bursts onto this ball. Knocks Gilbert off, looks as though he's got it. There's no way this fella, once he gets into the open, I wouldn't like to chase him down the M1, because he can certainly motor. What a good try.
Oh, and it's a rampant Warrington now. Paul Cullen. It's surprising how everybody wants the ball when you're well on top.
You've got to admire Warrington, though, Ray. They've really played rugby at the highest quality. And when people say in this country that our rugby is not good enough and we can't play rugby, it makes you wonder.
Jackson, that's a good ball. That's a beautiful ball to Kevin Meadows. It's a race between him and Gilbert. I think Meadows will get to the corner, and he does. He has the pace. He was just given that extra overlap, and suddenly Warrington are absolutely crushing this Widnes side. Usually they're the strongest of local rivals. Great derby atmosphere here before we kicked off, but now there's only one side in it. What a flourish from this Warrington side. Spectators chanting, easy, easy. And who would have thought they would have had a score of 31-4? Unbelievable.
Well, really now you can say the floodgates have opened. Everybody wants to run with the ball. And this is a lovely ball here from young Roberts. Lays the ball off against a Kevin Meadows. Now this lad really will enjoy this. John Gilbert in pursuit, but can he get near him? As yards go on, yards go farther away, and he's running, he's going all out. I don't think so. Good try, young Kevin.
And he's certainly enjoyed himself since his transfer from St Helens to Warrington. Had a very good spell down at Wilderspool. Kevin Meadows. And isn't Bob Jackson up there? Oh, it's a good attempt.
This really needs some scoring. I know there's two people in St Helens who'll be happy about this. Mr. and Mrs. Meadows. This kid does work hard with his rugby. He gives 100%, and he's really worked hard for this, and he's deserved it.
Ken Kelly, and here's one lad who's deserved it. Superb forward play. And this is the difference, the support play.
I think one of the interesting points of the game is Warrington number 6, Ken Kelly. I think he's took full control of the game in the second half. And when you think that he once this season he was on his way to Rochdale as a player coach, I think this fella has really been the inspiration in the second half.
And Tony Humphries bursting away, this youngster. Well, he'll certainly relish that. This ex-Croxfield Rex amateur player from Warrington. And a Warrington in again. Kelly, oh, delayed it beautifully. Out to Cullen. It must be a try. It is. And some more fisticuffs on the floor. Frustration, I think, now on the winner's part.
I really think
beautiful try. No need for this.
This is really what the game doesn't need, and I think the men responsible for this, no matter what time the game, should be in the bath. Definitely not needed in rugby league. In Kelly, what a tremendous game this fella's had. He shows the dummy, he shows the ball, he holds the ball, and just draws in and flicks a lovely ball out to Paul Cullen. He has to be a strong lad to score this, and he does.
He's striking the ball well, but just hasn't got the direction.
Watson as a goal kicker did miss 9 goals, but I don't think they bothered with a scoreline like that.
Hasn't got the direction. He shrugs his shoulders. He's not so bothered.
I wonder what he's thinking, Ray, inside here. I don't think he thought that he would be brought on as a goal kicker. Did miss 9 goals, but I don't think they bothered with a scoreline like that.
And Kelly in his second half, to these forwards, to Jackson, to Gregory, to Sanderson. They've run well.
I think this has been one of the highest performances in the calendar for Warrington. They've really put it on, Ray.
And just look at Mark Forster running there to Burke. Widnes really taking the time, but it's all over. There's the hooter. Tremendous win for Warrington. 35 points to 4, and no doubt about it, Alec. Good finalists with Wigan, I think.
Yes, it should lead us into a cracking final. 2 very, very good teams. Wigan with the stars, Warrington with the team spirit. What a cracking final it should turn out to be. But what a great result for Warrington, and what a great game of rugby league.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to that final. It's at a strange locality, Burndon Park, Bolton. But we'll be there on grandstand, Alec and myself, January the 10th. We'll see you there. Happy New Year to everybody. Warrington 35, Widnes 4.
Thanks, Ray. Happy New Year to you too. They didn't take too many prisoners there, did they? But it's a man's game. Yes, Wigan against Warrington in the final in a fortnight's time. You'll see it live on grandstand, of course.